So we're going to start with Roy. We're going to start 11s, forehead, eyes, really balance, naturalize things. As we know, onset of action is about 2 to 5 days, upwards of 2 full weeks where we're going to get a full effect. So with Roy's communication, we always want to communicate at 2 weeks. Through the onset, we want Roy to very much understand that this is going to be a slow, subtle softening of the muscle contraction, while the soft lines are going to fade away. So ultimately, we give it 2 weeks for full effect. 2 to 4 weeks for the lines to completely fade away and soften. Remember, this may not bring us back to when we were 21 again. I want to refresh and enhance the lines. We'll keep a natural movement so we can share the emotions and expressions we do in this life. So let's start. So we're going to go 1, 2 between the brows. So for me, with my injection patterns, I stay very tried and true of what's the most effective. I know there's a lot of ways and a lot of different patterns. I have found this highly successful and consistent in my hands. So my goal is to have patients come every 3 to 4 months to give the consistent treatment that we have set in our personalized treatment plan that we build together. So through each year, we sit down, we consult for the full year, talk about what I think the outcome and the expectation should be for Roy, as well as how often and the frequency of we need injections. So we got the 11s, we're going to go on the other side, 1, 2, 3, touch. This is going to really soften up those 11s on between the brows, and then we're going to do a couple touches high to soften up those lines. Really what we're doing, and objectively, we're just following the lines that we see as well as the animation that we see to give a very consistent treatment for Roy. All right, let me switch my needle here. I very much stand behind my experience as well as my outcome. So with 25 units on each syringe, I'm going to have that needle switched out twice, right? So we do a total of 50 units, 25 units, 25 units, making sure I don't poke more with the same needle more than 6 to 8 times to keep Roy very comfortable. So I think there's a lot to say of the needles you use. I use only 32 gauge TSKs. TSK is one of the best needles in the industry. So when my patients come to Tru Beauty by Trevor, they're going to get the best product in the world, let alone the best devices that distribute that product. So I really am proud to know that I invest in all my patients at the highest level of the products and the services that we can utilize. So, and let's do that forehead. And once again, I always like to communicate to my patients, once we create these these treatment plans, it is a consistent in and out. I have a lot of patients that do Botox on their lunch. It's a 10 to 15 minute appointment. All I do is communicate with Roy of how was last treatment to this treatment, and is there anything we need to communicate to fine tune and detail differently. As you know, not every treatment is going to be the same. Not every lifestyle we live is going to be the same. So it's just the communication to our patients that we have to make sure we're giving them an exceptional outcome to understand Roy's lifestyle and what he wants. So let's do 3 and 3 in the eyes. Now with Roy's and his crow's feet, we know we're going to just soften and naturalize without changing the animation unnaturally. So we got 1. So once again, 5 minutes in practice, less than 5 minute injection. For me, it's few number of pokes to give the best result. We want Roy nice and comfortable. And then of course, we're gonna welcome Roy in 2 weeks to follow up to make sure we're giving the results that he desired, that I desired, so we can meet in the middle. I cannot fix what I don't know. So our communication here is very thorough and very efficient. We never have egos in this practice. We're always just doing the right for the patients.